Thank you.
You met Johnny Appleseed.
We will display Sam proudly in our front lawn. I feel Irish in this moment. Oh, is it on? Oh. Anyway, back to reality. When you think of autumn, you probably think of pumpkins and apples, and there's no better way to celebrate the fall season than going to the National Apple Harvest Festival. I'm talking about apple cider, apple treats, a few shows, and lots of vendors. But before we start our journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, let's head into the festival. It is the 60th anniversary of the festival. Typically runs the first full 2 weekends in October. Costs for admission are $10 per adult, $9 for seniors. And it does include free parking, but take a piece of advice from us. We recommend purchasing online and getting here early, because lines can build up, especially on a sunny day like this, that you want to get here early and avoid as many lines as possible. One of the major things that we were looking forward to was building our own Scarecrow. So we're going to pick out a head and outfit, and then they stuff it all together. So we're super excited to induct a new member of the JLew Travels team. The first step is picking out a head and face. So we need to pick out something really good. I'm feeling something happy. Maybe like this one with the sunflowers, it looks like. He has a pretty happy face. Now that we've picked out the head, we need to figure out the attire, which we've also have named our Scarecrow Sam. We feel like Sam is a traditional type of scarecrow. So we're thinking maybe something like this, like a brown or a plaid. Let's see what we can find. Oh, this is pretty nice. Kind of like this. Maybe. Oh my goodness, this is very bright. Sam will stand out with this shirt. I think Sam could be rocking this look. Next thing we need to pick out are some pants for Sam. I personally like this look, although I'm getting very questionable looks from Andrea as far as the fashion choices at the moment. Sam is staying here to be babysat while we go explore the rest of the festival, and then we'll pick him up as we're headed home. The antique engine and farm equipment is a must-see. There's live demonstrations and hands-on activities that are fun for everyone. The biggest parts of the festival is the antique cars, so if you're a car enthusiast, this is a must-do. It looks like this car has seen some things. We saw the antique cars, engines, farm equipment, made Sam. Now it is time for a delicious apple treat. Treats have been acquired with a hot, warm cider, soft pretzel, and apples covered in warm caramel sauce. Cheers. Absolutely delicious. You can't come to the Apple Festival without having some fresh apples right from the orchard. So good. Besides the performances and the vendors, The festival offers two unique tour experiences. One of them is the Gettysburg Underground Railroad experience, which costs an additional fee. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to do that. The other one is an orchard tour experience. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not exactly getting out of the bus and picking apples. It's a little bit of a different experience. You're joined by a local historian who takes you through the rolling hills and explains the history of Adams County and the importance of the apple harvest.
We're going to talk about the origin of the apple. It comes from the rose family. How many different types of apples exist? Any guesses? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 7,500 types of apples. What is the number one preferred type of apple? Honey Crisp. But have you tried the ludicrous? Oh, get ready, get ready, they're coming.
And it's a great way to kind of step away from the crowds and get a nice break. After 60 years, this festival has become so popular, celebrating everything with apples and apple orchards. Now, when you come in, please anticipate long lines, especially for some of the delicious apple treats like apple dumplings. Now, be aware that a lot of the vendors will only accept cash. So they do have an ATM on site, but you want to avoid the expensive surcharge for that. Bring cash in advance. This festival has everything. And of course, one of the big stops, especially for kids, is the petting zoo, which we're about to head into. Who doesn't like a good goat? I have to say, these pigs remind me of the movie Babe. Very classic tale. Once you enter the gates, we recommend grabbing a map because the grounds themselves are very expansive. And pay attention to the signs, not only for navigation, but they're also themed. A lot of them have different names of apples, or if you're in like the antique car station, they have Gasoline or Engine Avenue. So you want to pay close attention.
Dance outfits that you see the dancers wearing are not costumes. A costume is what we wear at Halloween time to become something else, to become Spider-Man, or become the Hulk, or become a dancing elephant, or whatever. That's a costume. Their clothing that they dance tells you about them. It tells you who they are. It tells you what their values are. It tells you what they think about and what guides them through their life as they walk this life with the Creator and with all of us.
Since it's a hot day, we went for apple daiquiri, which will feel super refreshing. I love how they have an apple with a sword on top of it. And of course, we had to add a little cinnamon. So cheers. I guess it's time for another delicious treat. And since we're at the Apple Festival, I feel like strudel is very appropriate. The sign clearly marks where the strudel is, so we're going this way. Personally, I'm going to go with a traditional strudel, but man, do they have some tasty options with blueberries and pumpkin spice. feel Irish in this moment. Oh, is it on? Oh. Anyway, back to reality. And our lovely apple fritter. Or strudel. Sorry, strudel. Wrong dessert. It's been an apple mayhem. And it just looks delicious. Looks very doughy. Apple in the middle. Of course, we got powdered sugar and whipped cream. Looking at it, I got to dig in. Cheers. It's great. Right level of like doughiness, and the apple filling is, I mean, chunky a little bit, but it's like a good chunk with whatever apples they've used, and it has a nice cinnamon flavor to it as well. Of course, when you come to the festival, you're going to come across an apple stand, and they have many different pecks of various different apple varieties. I guess I may be a little bit biased, but my favorite is the Jonathan.
Have you ever had a Jonathan apple?
Not that I can remember. I probably have.
Yeah, I'm sure. And why is it your favorite?
The name.
So not the taste.
Just the trademark of the name.
The trademark.
You can see an apple cider press in action, and then after you watch the show, you can go to what we think is probably the longest line we've seen in the festival for fresh apple cider. If you thought I was joking about the long line for apple cider, take a look. You were probably worried that we forgot our newest member to the family, Sam, but have no fear. We picked up Sam, and I have to say this festival experience has been really mind-blowing. It's exceeded my expectations. One of the best parts is that all the fees go back into the community. All the vendors are either local businesses or local community charities, so it's great to just give back to the local area. I think personally my favorite part were the delicious treats as well as the orchard tour, but you can't go wrong with anything that you do here. Before we sign off, don't forget to like and subscribe, but until next time, keep on exploring. It's almost 5 feet. And you know, for our viewers, you may be thinking, do they regret making a human-sized scarecrow? And the answer is no. We will display Sam proudly in our front lawn.